The internet has done something that many believed was impossible. It has brought Robin Williams back to life. His voice, his laughter, even his iconic sense of humor are echoing through new AI-generated videos that flood social media. But behind those clips lies a heartbreaking truth. For his daughter, Zelda Williams, each one of those recreations feels like reopening an old wound, a painful reminder of the man the world lost and the father she'll never get back. Recently, Zelda spoke out publicly, begging fans to stop sending her these AI versions of her dad, calling them gross, disturbing, and deeply disrespectful. Her emotional message has shaken Hollywood and reignited a powerful debate. Is technology honoring our heroes or exploiting their memory? Today, we're uncovering the emotional story behind Zelda's Plea, a story about grief, love, and the dangerous line between tribute and imitation. Robin Williams wasn't just a comedian. He was a once-in-a-generation talent. From Mrs. Doubtfire to Good Will Hunting and Aladdin, he had a magical ability to make people laugh and cry in the same breath. His performances carried a unique energy, that unmistakable sparkle that could never be copied. Sadly, Robin passed away in 2014, leaving behind an immense void in Hollywood and in the hearts of millions around the world. But as technology has advanced, especially with the rise of AI-generated voices and deepfake videos, people have begun using Robin's iconic voice and expressions in ways that blur the line between tribute and exploitation. AI-generated videos of Robin Williams have started circulating online, mimicking his tone, his humor, even creating new performances that he never recorded. Some fans find them nostalgic, a chance to feel close to the legend once again. But for Zelda, it's not comforting. It's painful. In a heartfelt post, Zelda Williams recently took to social media to share her distress. She pleaded with fans to stop sending her AI-generated clips of her late father. Her words were raw and honest. She called these videos disturbing and gross, saying they don't represent who her father truly was. Zelda explained that her father's voice, his timing, his energy, and his comedic rhythm were not just random elements that AI could piece together. They came from a lifetime of experience, emotion, and creativity. These AI recreations, she said, are not what he would have wanted. Zelda made it clear that her father's art was about authenticity, the human experience, and using machines to fake that essence was, in her view, deeply disrespectful to his memory. For her, every AI imitation feels like watching a stranger wear her father's face. This issue goes far beyond Robin Williams. In recent years, Hollywood and the entertainment world have been wrestling with this same question. Should we use AI to recreate deceased actors? We've seen digital versions of Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia appear in Star Wars, and a CGI James Dean planned for a new movie decades after his death. Technology can now replicate not just a person's appearance, but also their voice, mannerisms, and even their sense of humor, all from existing footage. To some, it's a way to honor great artists and preserve their legacy for new generations. But to others, especially the families of these stars, it feels like grave robbing in the digital age. They argue that consent should matter, even after death. After all, these recreations are not genuine performances. They're simulations, assembled by algorithms with no soul, no pain, no joy, nothing of what made the real people special. For Zelda Williams, the battle over AI is also deeply personal. She has spent years honoring her father's legacy in ways that celebrate his humanity, through mental health advocacy, charity work, and storytelling. She's never sought the spotlight for fame, but rather to continue spreading the compassion and humor that Robin was known for. In her post, Zelda reminded fans that her father's work was rooted in empathy, something that AI cannot feel or replicate. He worked so hard to connect with people, she said, not through perfect scripts or perfect impressions, but through being real. That authenticity, she believes, is exactly what these AI recreations destroy. When a computer mimics Robin Williams, it's not celebrating his art. It's erasing the very thing that made him human. After Zelda's statement went viral, fans across social media were divided. Many expressed support, saying they hadn't realized how hurtful those AI videos could be for Robin's family. Some fans deleted posts or apologized publicly. Others defended the use of AI as a form of tribute, arguing that they only wanted to keep his memory alive. This sparked a larger discussion online. Where do we draw the line between remembrance and exploitation? One fan wrote, AI can never capture Robin's soul. It's just a mimic. Another said, if it helps people smile again, what's the harm? But Zelda's point was clear. If something hurts the people who loved him most, then maybe that's harm enough. That Zelda's comments also come at a time when Hollywood is facing its own reckoning with artificial intelligence. During the recent SAG-AFTRA strikes, one of the major concerns among actors was the unregulated use of AI to copy their voices and likenesses. Some studios reportedly tried to include clauses that would allow them to scan an actor's face once and use it forever. This terrified many in the industry, who feared being digitally replaced without consent or compensation. Even living actors have spoken out, including Tom Hanks, who warned fans that AI could soon create movies starring him, even after he's gone. Zelda's words added fuel to that fire. Her perspective carried emotional weight because it wasn't about contracts or technology. It was about humanity, about what it means to truly exist beyond screen. Robin Williams' genius came from something no computer could ever simulate: his heart. His comedy wasn't about flawless timing or perfect jokes. It was about the way he felt his way through every performance. He could make a room full of people laugh uncontrollably 1 second, and then break their hearts the next. Whether it was as the genie in Aladdin or as the broken therapist in Good Will Hunting, he had an emotional depth that made you believe in him completely. That kind of magic doesn't come from data. It comes from life, from the pain, joy, and empathy that made Robin Williams who he was. So when AI tries to replicate that, it's not just an imitation, it's a distortion. The controversy raises some profound questions. Should fans be allowed to use AI to recreate their favorite stars, even if their families object? Who owns a person's image and voice after they die? Legally, the answer varies by country, but morally, it's complicated. Some experts argue that these recreations could actually damage a celebrity's legacy by associating them with projects or jokes they never approved of. Others warn that AI deepfakes could be used to spread misinformation or manipulate public perception. For families like the Williamses, the problem isn't just legal, it's emotional. It's about the grief that never quite fades, and how these digital ghosts reopen old wounds every time they resurface online. Zelda ended her message with a plea for empathy. She asked people to remember that behind every beloved celebrity, there's a family, people who are still mourning, still healing. She said that while she appreciates the love fans continue to show her father, she wishes that love could be expressed in ways that honor who he truly was, not through AI facsimiles. She encouraged fans to celebrate Robin's legacy by revisiting his real performances, rewatching his films, and sharing the laughter he genuinely gave the world. He gave us more than enough real memories, she reminded everyone. Zelda Williams' words remind us of something powerful, that technology, no matter how advanced, can't recreate the human soul. Robin Williams was more than his voice or his face. He was a storyteller who used his own pain to make others feel less alone. AI might be able to copy his jokes, his laughter, even his voice, but it will never understand why he laughed, or the depth of feeling behind his words. So maybe the best way to honor Robin Williams isn't through artificial recreations, but through genuine connection, by spreading kindness, joy, and compassion, just like he did. Because as Zelda so beautifully put it, it's not what he'd want. If you loved Robin Williams, go back and watch Good Morning, Vietnam, Dead Poets Society, or Mrs. Doubtfire. Listen to his real voice, feel his real heart, and remember that some things, like his brilliance, were meant to live only once. And maybe, just maybe, that's what makes them truly timeless.